blind, baby. You're blind from the facts on who you are because you're watching that garbage.
From the Blackbird Studios in sunny North Cambridge, it's the Rave X 10-minute podcast. And now, Rave X.
Happy New Year. Hell yeah, what the fuck is going on? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Rave X. This is the Rave X 10-minute podcast, episode 13 for 2017, a brand new year. We're going to kick it off with a new podcast. Recording this on the 2nd of January. That's right, too hungover to record it New Year's Day, but what the fuck are you going to do? So, how's everyone doing, man? How's everyone feeling? T-Money, how you doing? You drink too much?
That's JV, bro.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Tequila, right? Okay, I gotcha. So, a couple of episodes ago, I believe it was episode 3, we did a little segment called Q&Rave where you guys gave me questions, or I heard your questions, or you asked me questions in person or on Facebook. Facebook.com/Ray Xavier, I believe. So, I got a couple of your questions right here, all ready to go. Let's just take the first one here right off the top from someone named JDart78. He says, hold on, what is your favorite RX episode and your least favorite episode? For me, the one that I enjoyed the most and had the most fun doing was the comedies from the 80s. That was a really good show. I got a lot of good feedback from people, and it was just fun to do. You know, I love comedies, grew up in the 80s, so that was kind of cool to revisit all those really funny movies. The Bill Cosby interview was really fun. Got a lot of good feedback. Some people were a little confused, and that's all I'm going to say about that. My least favorite episode, you know, I like the first one because I said what was on my mind, and a lot of people agreed, and some people hated it. Go back and listen to Rave X episode 1. But the quality of that show was horrible, man. I still got like 50-something views, you know. But, yeah, you know, I was just going through different effects pedals and had everything all jerry-rigged up, and so it wasn't as crystal clear as it would soon become in the future. So that's probably like my least. That one and the Trump one, only because towards the end of the Trump episode, I heard myself getting like angry and shit, and that's not what this show was supposed to be about. But although, like I always say, everything I say is true, unless I'm stating my opinion. So it's kind of weird when people call you horrible names, but they don't call you a liar, so that kind of says something about that. Anyway, there's your answer, JDart78. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see here. Hold on. The Wild One says, what are your favorite video games of 2016? That's a good question, The Wild One. Good name, by the way. Battlefront 1, ironically. Really like that game. Let me see. What else am I playing? Mafia 3. I'm playing a lot of Dishonored 2. So there you go. 1, 2, 3. Battlefront, Dishonored, you know, Titanfall's good. I like everything, man. I like multiplayers. I like dungeon crawlers. I like all that shit. I just like video games. You know what I mean? And that's my bag, baby. Let's go on to the next one here by JC5000. JC5000. Is your song To Die a Coward about anyone or anything specifically? Oh, by the way, JC5, you spelled specifically wrong, but that's okay. The song To Die a Coward, you hear it at the beginning of this podcast all the time. That's the song that I'm using as the intro because YouTube was hitting me with too many copyright infringements. They can go suck a dick, but that's okay. So I guess the question was what? Is To Die a Coward about anything or anyone specifically? Yeah, you know, all these songs I write, even though a lot of them don't have words, I've been putting, like, movie quotes over the songs and speeches and shit like that. They're all about something, man, and only kind of I will know because you can't really hear it in the music. Yeah, you know, I just kind of broke things off with this girl. She was cool. She had a vagina. It was pretty good. But you know, she had some things she had to work out on her end in order for us to kind of do what we had to do. And I'm trying to be vague now because I don't know who listens to the show. But, you know, it just became clear to me after some time that she was not going to change the things she had to change or make the adult decisions. And, you know, that seems to be a theme with people I come in contact with. It's like, you know, I always use the analogy about the guy who's 37 years old, works as a door greeter at Target and lives in his mom's basement. And you say, hey, man, shouldn't you make some positive adult, you know, changes in your life? And they give you this thing like, dude, fucking, it's tough out there. And you're like, yeah, I know, but that's where being an adult comes in. Yeah, dude, you know, you're kind of on my back right now. So, you know, the girl I was dealing with and hearing, you know, things like that from people, you know, I work with and shit as to why they're 30-something years old and still live at home with their parents. I just realized, man, if you're not making adult decisions in your 30s, you're a fucking coward. And the saddest part about that is you're probably going to, say it with me, kids, die a coward. So, yeah, you can hear it in the riffs, especially that last riff, the jun, 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 jun. Yeah, that riff. Yeah, I think I was just angry and upset, kind of, disappointed in people, disappointed in human beings. There's a band I like called Kitty, and they have a song called I Failed You. And every time I hear someone make some bullshit excuse as to why they can't be adult, I just hear that song in the back of my head, jun, 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 I failed you. Yeah, all of you fucking failed me. That's why my New Year's resolution for 2017 was for everyone else to get their shit together. Anyway, moving on. Next question. Alley Star 80. Star 80, that's a good movie. What's your New Year's resolutions? Alley Star 80, you know what? I just said that. Well, one, stop paying for so many abortions. That's always one of my New Year's resolutions. And two, for everyone else to get their shit together. All right? So, Alley Star 80, call me, I'm single, recently. Let's go on to the next one here. Dark Force 23. Dark Force 23. That's good. What are you, fucking 12? What did you think of Star Wars Rogue One? It was a good movie, man. I liked it a lot. The chick who plays Jyn Erso, what's her name? Felicity Jones? Oh, my God. She's adorable, isn't she? I want to lick the side of her face. I want to have Felicity Jones and Daisy Ridley in a room together and just throw a ball of yarn in there and let them play with it like kittens. Both of those chicks are adorable. I want to lick them. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there about licking. Okay. Next one. Magic Mike says, Magic Mike, what would you do for $50? All right, Mike, what are you doing? Are you propositioning me here? What would I do for $50? Well, look, I'm curious and even a little bit flattered, but I don't really think I'm up for any backdoor shenanigans. But thank you. And I will say this, man. You catch me on the right night, the right amount of whiskey and weed in me, $50 is $50. What are you going to do? Guys, am I right? $50. So I'm going to stop taking some questions here. I'm going to do a weird transition. A lot of people died in 2016, man. Super fucked up. And, one day we will all die. I'm sure of it. Except me. I'll still be sitting here doing this stupid podcast 100 years from now. God, this show sucks. Anyway, Carrie Fisher died, man, and you're hearing about it everywhere. I look on YouTube, every show is talking about Carrie Fisher dying. And it's just super crazy, that, so many people from our childhood, if you're around my age, are dying or have started to die. I remember when Michael Jackson died. Well, he was a fucking pedophile. But when Michael Jackson died, that was kind of weird because I kind of grew up with him there. Michael Jackson was always there. And then, David Bowie died and Prince died. And countless number of people that I can't even remember. Like I said, 2016 was a super fucked up year for celebrities dying, And, at some point, we're going to hear James Hetfield of Metallica died in his sleep at 78. Or, this person, Slash, died in his sleep. And it's all these people who we kind of grew up with, we saw Kurt Cobain rise and then die, and it was kind of like, that sucks. But, we didn't grow up with Kurt Cobain. He was only around for like 3 years or so. But, yeah, so Carrie Fisher died, and then in a super weird thing, her mom died like the next day. And it's just, hearts and feelings and condolences go out to their family. But Carrie Fisher, man, I was telling someone the other day, and it sounds like something you hear everyone talking about. She was literally the first person I had a crush on. I was listening to Kevin Smith's show, Smodcast of Fat Man on Batman, and he was saying the same thing. He's around the same age, how he grew up with posters of Carrie Fisher on his wall, and he had a big crush on her, and he sent away to her fan club, and they sent him back a picture of her face as Princess Leia, and it said, galactically yours, Princess Leia, or Carrie Fisher or something. And that was so fucked up, man. I heard she had a stroke, and I was like, oh, damn, don't die, Princess Leia. And she died, man, and, I was 5 years old when I saw Star Wars, and at that point, you're 5 years old. You're not straight, gay, or anything. You're asexual. But when I saw Princess Leia, I was like, oh, that's it for me. I don't know what's straight or whatever that is, But I knew that whatever a Princess Leia was, I wanted it. And then Empire Strikes Back came along. I was 8. And then I was 10 when Return of the Jedi came out. And she was in that gold bikini, man. I'm a fanboy like the rest of you. I was like, hey now. All right. So I just want to say, man, let me break character for a second here. Carrie Fisher, You're defending the Rebel Alliance in heaven now, and thank you for that iconic female character. And, you know, the first female I saw kicking ass and taking names, man, you know, she grabs a gun from Luke Skywalker in Star Wars and says, like, someone has to save our skin, and starts blasting people and shit. And, you know, she in Return of the Jedi was the eye candy for a lot of the movie, well, at the beginning of the movie. And then the second she got the chance, she grabs a chain, throws it around his neck, and chokes him the fuck out. And that was so great for George Lucas to put her in there, not just a damsel in distress, and also for her to play it the way she did. You know, she wasn't this super slutty vixen that you saw like Charlie's Angels or whatever. She was like the girl next door, man. And, you know, back then, people didn't bitch nearly as much as they do now about, we need a positive female character. Well, you know what? We had a positive female character who kicked ass and was taking names long before people started wearing shirts and rallying, and fucking Lena Dunham was coming out of the woodwork with, I'm a feminist. You know, she was a true icon, man. And so Carrie Fisher, hold on. Carrie Fisher, here's a toast to you, man, from Ravex and all the fans at the Ravex show. Here's to you. Yeah, little swig of whiskey for the working man. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that, man. You know, I just did a new song. Crazy transition, right? Just did a new song. It's on YouTube. It's called Jindaya. You got to hear it. It's a decent song. The video's okay, and a lot of people ask me what's up with these videos I put with the songs. They're not to win an MTV Video of the Year fucking award. They're just to have a visual to go with the song. You know, I just want to get the music out there so people can hear it. Same thing with the podcast. You know, people have said, why don't you show up on camera? Well, I can do this show in my living room in my fucking Spider-Man boxer shorts, and no one's none the wiser. Except for the fact that I just told you I do the show in my Spider-Man boxer shorts. Anyway, the song is called Jindaya. It's off the forthcoming Rave X album, Rave X Volume 6. That's right. We had Rave X Volume 5. It was amazing. I know, right? Now we go right to Rave X Volume 6, and I'm hoping sometime around April or May the whole thing will be done. But as I finish these songs, I'm going to put them up on YouTube for you, man. You guys like them. I believe the views are 761, which is pretty good, seeing as that I started putting shit on YouTube a couple of months ago. And I always get pissed off when I look at someone and it's like, JoJo76 reviews Mafia 3. And you look down and the video was put up 21 hours ago, and it was 73,000 people. And you're like, ugh, all he's doing is talking about video games. Here at the money-making, record-breaking Rave X 10-Minute Podcast live from the Blackbird Studios, we give you movie reviews, we give you free songs, we give you political satire, we give you interviews, and how many views do I get? 700. So do me a favor, man, turn on a friend to the show, send it to him as a link, tell him, hey, you want to hear a podcast? Check this out. It's 10 minutes, man. It's 10 minutes, man. And what do you want for nothing? Anyway, fuck, they're playing me out, man. I gotta go. My name's Rave X. This is the Rave X 10-Minute Podcast, man. Yeah, episode 13, Q&Rave. Do me a favor, kids. Remember this. All this has the Force wills it. My name's Rave X, and I'm out of here.
That was the Rave X 10-Minute Podcast. Be sure to click like and subscribe. For podcasts, new music, and all things Rave X, go to youtube.com and search Rave X Music. Free downloads at ravexmusic.podbean.com.